Jumbo everyone, and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Gavin Hatch. This week we are Disney's Animal Kingdom because on Friday it was Earth Day. And actually Animal Kingdom opened up in 1998 on Earth Day, so it was the 18th birthday for the park this past week. And all last week they were celebrating Earth Day with different activities, events, and special meet and greets with characters, which we'll get to and check out here, as well as some other stuff that's been going on since our last visit. So let's get straight to it. So this is my first time to a Disney park since they introduced the preferred parking for $35. So essentially you're paying an extra $15 just to park closer to the front of the park or closer to the TTC, so you don't have to take the trams. I don't think it's worth it personally. I mean, I like to walk, and I park in the very back of the parking lot sometimes. I don't have that choice, and I still don't take the tram, even when I'm all the way in the back. And it's not that big of a deal. It's not that far of a walk. It's healthy for you. That's $15 I could spend somewhere else in the park and at the resort. So in the comments below, let me know what your thoughts are on this preferred parking. Would you be okay with paying $35 to park a little bit closer? Now, I'm not aware if SeaWorld does this, but I do know Universal does it, and it's only $5 extra for their preferred parking there. So that's pretty reasonable if you don't want to take the escalators or the elevators in their parking structure. But still, again, I'd like to save $5. From the parking lot, you can see the construction going on inside the park over in the new area that's going to be the World of Avatar, and you can see two large cranes and even part of the rock work that's going on. I'm not too familiar with Avatar, so I don't know exactly what we're going to be expecting when you go inside this area when it's complete, but I'm ready for it to be done. I'm sure a lot of you are as well, and I will definitely catch up and get educated on it before it does open up, I promise. As you can see here, it was a very busy day. Spring break is still going on up north, and of course it was the park's birthday, and there was special stuff going on for Earth Day, so definitely brought the crowds. As we walked right into the park, you could not miss this huge sand sculpture that is advertising the new live-action Jungle Book movie. I love this. This is so neat, and I mean, that's a great talent to have. I could never do anything like this, and it's just a nice thing to see when you walk into the park. If you've seen the movie, leave comments below. Let us know what you thought of it, but please, no spoilers. Of course, no spoilers, but tell us if you liked it. Now, every year on Earth Day, they have cast members set up around the park with different games and activities that are fun, but of course educational, to teach you about the importance of conservation and recycling and all that cool stuff that's very important to bring to the attention to everyone of every age. Now, this is set up here in the front of the park. It was like a match game, so you have a picture of an animal with a fun fact about that animal, and if you got them all correct, you got a prize, which was a really cool Jungle Book live action movie Earth Day button pin, and also you got a miniature movie poster. Now, if you want to see what these look like, you need to check out this channel and watch Florida E-Ticket, because Patrick and I did our episode on the Jungle Book at Animal Kingdom this past week, so we do show that in this week's episode. So if you want to see those, click on over to that after you're done watching Photo Finds. The last time I was here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Riverside Depot was still under construction. I'm happy to see it open up, and it's really beautiful from the outside. I love the clock tower. I love when you're walking into the store, you can see this beautiful tile artwork, and you look up and you see these beautiful lights, and you walk inside, and it's a generic Disney store. There's nothing really unique that sets it apart from the other Disney theme park stores, but it is very open, so it's nice that you're not bumping into other guests. You have space to look at all these items, and the items range from just your generic Disney theme park merchandise that you can buy everywhere, and they also have things in here that are very specific and can only be purchased at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I'll show you a couple of those. Now, this first item is something you can buy all around the resort. I've seen these at Disney Springs. I've seen this at Magic Kingdom. I think it's adorable. I love everyone loves those Mickey Mouse waffles, and this is a chew toy for your dog, so it does make a noise, but when you first look at it, it does not look like a toy. It looks like a legit Mickey Mouse waffle. So cute. I love it. They actually have a lot of cool little things now for pets. For us humans that love coffee, and I love my coffee, I have to have it every morning, you can take home some specialty coffee collections, and these are just here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. You have Flavors of Africa, and you also have the Tusker House blend. I wonder what that's like. And Tusker House is a really great restaurant if you get the chance to have dinner or lunch there. I've had dinner there once and it was really fun, and you get to meet characters, so check that out. But yes, if you love coffee, you can take these home with you. And they are also selling the barbecue sauce from the Flame Tree restaurant. I have not eaten there before, but if you have, and if you enjoy it, obviously it must have really good barbecue if they're selling the sauce for it. If you have enjoyed it before, comment below. Now, something else that they were doing for Earth Week and on Earth Day you could do was actually meet Joe Rohde. Now, Joe Rohde, if you don't know, is a legendary Imagineer with the Walt Disney Company and has created so many wonderful attractions and pretty much is the face of Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is like his baby. He has put his hand in every attraction, everything that's gone in here, he's been a part of. And he just has a wonderful talent and is, of course, part of this construction going on over in the park at Avatar. So he was meeting with guests there that day. I did not personally meet him just because of course it was a long line, and I didn't have anything really for him to sign, but he was signing things for guests and taking pictures, and it looked like he was spending a good amount of time. I mean, about 2 to 3 minutes with each guest and just answering questions and talking to them. Speaking of Avatar, Pandora, the world of Avatar, the construction wall over there in that area of the park, a while back got this picture and poster put on it so you can see what's going to be going on over there, but it is not advertising the opening date, and it's not advertising even like the logo and the name of the land, so it's just that. Not a lot of information, but they did release a lot of good information this past week during a 3-day media event, and there are videos of that information being released on this channel, so check out the Attractions channel. Now, if you are a theme park nerd, then you obviously heard about Rivers of Light. This spectacular show was supposed to premiere on Friday, but it has been set back due to technical issues and different things. Not a lot of detail on the reasoning why, but and there is no opening date yet or exact date, but I mean, as you can see, it's coming along. It's a beautiful area. It's just so crazy to see how they added this outdoor theater. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. It is very intimate. The river, Discovery River, is small. So they use that word intimate. So I don't know how many people are going to be able to have the chance to see this, where you're supposed to see it, to be able to see all those elements, but it is, the media event did have a preview. Again, you can see that on this channel, and it looks beautiful. I was surprised though. It's not going to be something that the kids will go to and see their favorite Disney characters. It doesn't look like there's going to be Disney characters incorporated into it. It's just going to be very much like Animal Kingdom, where it's actual animals and wildlife. So the kids may not have as much interest in it as the adults do, but it's still very visually appealing. And again, there's no opening date for it yet. It was pushed back, but I'm excited to see it when it gets here. That day I took the train back to Rafiki's Planet Watch. On the train, I noticed that where they used to have big pictures of cast members taking care of the wildlife in the park, they've replaced it with kind of like advertisements of the characters from The Lion Guard, which is one of Disney's newest TV shows. Now, I was at Rafiki's Planet Watch that day because on Earth Day, Jiminy Cricket comes out and does meet and greets with guests. He usually does it in the front of the park. This is the first time I've seen him back here, and he was here all week long, which is really nice because it gives people more chances to come and meet him. He is my favorite Disney character, so it was really nice to see him back here. Another character that you don't see a lot in the parks to do meet and greets with is Brer Fox, and he was actually at the entrance of the park. Before you go through the turnstiles, he was coming off from doing meet and greets over by the Rainforest Cafe, so he was leaving for the day, and I was leaving as well, but it was neat to see him just kind of walking around, and you never see characters like him out and about, so it was really cool. Alright, so last week's question for Photo Finds was which park were we going to, and a lot of you thought, and I love your guesses, a lot of you thought I was going to Busch Gardens, which is a really good guess. You were close. You were pretty close. But as you can see, obviously, it was Animal Kingdom. And since we're at Animal Kingdom, we have to base our question for this week's episode on that park. So here is this week's question for you. Now, there is an attraction in another park that is not Disney, but is still in the Orlando area that you can ride every day. that was supposed to be here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It was planned to open up with the park back in 1998, but for some reason, Disney scrapped it and another park took that attraction and said, we'll use it. And you can ride it every day now. It's a really good attraction. It is a thrill ride. So if you think you know which attraction I'm talking about that was supposed to open up with Animal Kingdom, but is actually over at a different theme park now in the Orlando area, comment below. And again, don't cheat, don't go to Wikipedia. But if you are correct, you will be in next week's episode. Well, that will do it for this week's episode of Photo Finds. I hope all of you have a great week. Make sure you subscribe to Attractions Magazine. I hope you had a wonderful and safe Earth Day. And, as always, make sure that you get out, have fun, and enjoy the parks.